wonderful historic instruments like this Broadwood grand piano built in London in 1796 give us fascinating information about how the composers of the time expected their music to sound. Haydn wrote his big E-flat sonata in London for an instrument exactly like this one. And the first thing you notice is that it's not very loud. You can't make your effects by shouting. You have to find other ways to make people listen to you. The lightweight dampers leave a deliberate halo of resonance around the sound. The keyboard only has 5 octaves from F to F, but Haydn certainly makes full use of them. Each note has 3 strings, and that means that the soft pedal really can give us a una corda, 1 string. It moves the keyboard to the right, first of all from 3 strings for each note, to 2 strings, and finally to just 1 string for each pitch, which is a magical sound that you can't get on the modern piano because its hammers are too wide. We tune this piano in a special way that a scientist called Thomas Young was working out in London while Haydn was living there. It's probably his discovery of this way of tuning, a temperament we call it, that made the elderly Haydn so adventurous in his choice of keys. This sonata in E-flat has its slow movement in E. And in Young's temperament they sound quite different. The sonata's full of chromatic scales, often quite slow ones. We know the piece so well that we forget that that sort of scale is really quite uncommon. And I like to think that it gives us a snapshot of Haydn trying out all the different size semitones in this new temperament. The way we tune pianos today, equal temperament, where all the semitones are the same size, is certainly pretty practical, but it hides a lot of beauty and interest from us. Young's tuning ideas probably made it back to Vienna, because Beethoven and Schubert also began to play with unusual keys. Beethoven's B-flat piano trio, for instance, the Archduke, in B-flat has a slow movement in D. And Schubert's trio in the same key, B-flat, reaches E major in the slow movement, and both works dabble with D-flat major, which is very bright-eyed indeed in Young's temperament. So a whole new insight into classical form, and all thanks to piano tuning.